Shalom, shalom. Kal halalimla. Abanawa Yahweh. Alahayanawa Bahasham. Yahweh Shai. Bahasham Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the prophets of that body, and shalom to the 144,000. Metro Detroit man gets CHIP implant as the key to his Tesla. Okay. They've promoted, just a little side note, they've promoted the Tesla, all right, as a vehicle of the future, self-driving, you can go to sleep in the back of the car, or whatever. You can, if you're tired after work, you can just sort of like nod off, and the vehicle can get you at home safely. But apparently, a lot of these vehicles have been have had have been, is it combusting, or is it just exploding? Have had internal issues, electrical issues, have had, mechanical, well, I'll use the term mechanical issues, and they've been exploding and imploding. And on top of that, a lot of these self-driving vehicles have been running over people, and a lot of individuals that have been actually using, some of them that have actually gone through the self-driving process where the vehicle has been just driving them around, they've been arrested. So they give you this technology to use, but you can't really use it. Make it make sense. But, that's a side note there. But the way that Tesla is, presented to you as a package, as a brand new present in a bright pink, or let's just say a bright blue bow, right? Yeah. And for the ladies, a bright pink bow. Yeah. The same way they're presenting the charagma, which is the mark of the BEAST. All right. The mark of the BEAST. It's like Beauty and the Beast. They're presenting the beautiful part to it, to you techie heads or whatever. You Gen Zs, especially you bug outs. Most of you are gremlins, right? They're presenting that to you. But the beast is going to, is part of the beast system, and they're presenting it to you in this beautiful package. But when you take it, you're going to be not yourself no more. You're going to be connected to the beast system. And then on top of that, you're going to get a grievous sore. All right. Because especially for you Israelites, pursuant to the book of Leviticus, you're not supposed to pierce your skin or get tattoos and things of that nature. All right. And don't get simple. We're not talking about earrings in the lobes or the nostril, okay? The fleshy parts. That's fine. We're talking about tattoos and tattoos and things like that. Okay, we're talking about that, and taking chemicals that are pushed into the system through a stabbing instrument. Okay. That a lot of you took the so-called, what do you call them? Virus annihilators, during the C19 situation. A lot of you are lined up outside your local doctors or whatever. You were lined up to take it to help you. But it's actually made you worse. Yeah, that. Right? So it's being presented to you like that, because you're not supposed to, do that anyway. Okay. I'm not going to pull out the book of Leviticus now, but let's just go into this vid. All right. And they're going to present it to you. And this guy is a complete Gen Z. You can tell that he's an LMNOP person, one of those weirdos, that doesn't know whether he's a male or female. He's like one of those, like those, what do you call them? Like an action man without genitals. I don't know. Like okay, let's just put it in simple terms. He's a fag, okay? You can tell. All right? And then on top of that, most of you Gen Zs are like that, and you think it's okay to be like that. So they're presenting it, using him as a future, how to be, you know, um, weak, soft, fagged out, right? And then on top of that, effeminate as hell, and to be, um, you know, part of the beast system, to be connected to it. I'm just gonna play it. There we go. Gave you the idea that you want. One more thing as well, and a lot of the powers that be are going to use. They use news media, right? That medium is witchcraft. Okay, marketing is witchcraft, which means they entice you or scare you in a way to move your emotions towards a specific direction. The way this, listen, for example, you would adjust your sail back in the ancient world, right, according to the wind to go in a certain direction, right? But nowadays with modern technology, you don't need a sail. You can move against the wind. And what they're trying to do is use the mediums of use media as well as social media and marketing tools to sway your thoughts. And the way they're going to sway your thoughts is by scaring the hell out of you that you're going to lose everything when the financial infrastructure crashes, which is around the corner. Lord willing, it's 2025, sooner rather than later, right? And then on top of that, they're going to scare the hell out of you with your children going missing. All right, they may do it for real. They're doing it for real anyway, right? Or they might amplify it and report on children they probably kidnapped maybe a couple of years back, but put their pictures up, or adjust them, or do AI pictures, you know, or show real pictures of children that are missing already. However they're going to do it, they're going to scare you saying, oh yeah, Sally and Tommy went missing, and Pablo went missing, or Tommy Lee went missing, or whatever. I don't know, I'm just making up some names, right? He was 5 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old. And as a parent, if you're a parent, you know how much a parent loves their children, right? And a lot of people that are in this world that are faithless, right, that don't have that faith, and they don't have that covering of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, they are going to take the charagma, which is the mark of the let's just say mark of the beast. All right, okay, and they're going to take it because they want their children to be tracked, and they don't want to lose them. In the same way, you got a tracking system in your phone. You can find out, when you got bugged out women trying to find out where their man is, or he's got another woman or whatever, right? They track him down. The same way you can track down your children, and obviously, especially for you Edomites that everybody that that's got a decent pet like a dog or whatever, a lot of you are gonna get your dogs all chipped as well, because a lot of them have that technology in them anyway to keep track of them. All right. And unbeknownst to a lot of parents, they have been adding these CHIPs into children as well from the get-go, which is crazy as well, because they've been doing that. Okay, let's go. Wanted to really be a walking computer.
So I've always been a tech.
Gave you the idea that you wanted to really be a walking computer.
So I've always been a tech enthusiast, and I always try to be on the cutting edge of technology.
So that drove Brandon Delali to do what some might believe only takes place in a science fiction movie.
It gets inserted into your skin.
A chip, and not the type you eat, but a microchip, has been implanted in Brandon's left hand.
This one is just a little guy right there.
Yeah, I see that right there.
And by the way, in Revelation 13:16, it says right hand. The reason why it says right hand is because the right hand is usually the dominant hand. All right. Very seldom you'll see someone who's a lefty where they, if they're in boxing, whatever, they'll use their left hand as a knockout punch. They're a southpaw, meaning that they jab with their right hand. Very seldom you'll see that. You'll see boxers master both aspects, a southpaw and the regular left hand thing, right? But then they're using the left hand. You can put it. They can put the CHIP in any hand. It doesn't matter. All right. But in Revelation 13:16, actually, let's just go to it, man, so you understand what I'm trying to say. Let's go there. All right. Let's go to 13:15 first. Revelation 13:15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you don't take it, they're going to delete you. They've already got them, what do you call them? Those ancient world tools to delete you. Where your head was on the chopping block. They got them blades. There's been footage out of that. Out for many years, like tens and thousands of them coming into America, and there's been concentration camps footage of parts of here in the UK as well as in America. And America is a massive landmass. There's bare, there's loads and loads of concentration camps there because that's such a fucking huge piece of land. You know what I mean? The land of unwalled villages, right? And you've got martial law troops already coming in there from different parts of the world. And I can tell a lot of them are soldiers, you know? You can tell because most of them are young bucks. They're all young men, like they're aged between 18 and 25. And they're ready to go. And I'm telling you one thing as well, especially these men that are from countries where they don't see a lot of white women, right? And they're watching all that porn all the time. And that's why you see a lot of, especially Elamites, a lot of them are getting married to and dealing with white women because their enticement. And I've heard them say it blatantly as well. And because there was an interview of a East Indian guy, right? Elamite. He wasn't Jake. He was an Elamite, and he was with this beautiful Russian girl. And I couldn't believe it, man. It's like that was damn near Beauty and the Beast, right? And he said when he saw her, she reminded him of a porn star. Put it this way: a lot of you women are going to get raped, all right? Especially so-called white women, man. Attractive women anyway, but because you're at the forefront of most of these kind of seedy videos, especially in the 70s and all that. But anyway, that was just a side note, all right? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, and they got the tools to delete you. They got the man so-called manpower to delete you, and they've got technological power as well. So they're going to have their they're going to have their little term. They're going to not little. They're going to have their Terminators. They're going to have their robotoids. And they will always show that to you in the movies and all that, right? So they got their manpower and they got their technological power, all right? And a lot of the men, especially that are coming over the borders, all right, are you think they're not powered, they're powered by, because a lot of them have been promised that they can delete, and a lot of them want to use their tactics that they've learned. They want to use their guns, they want to use their, I don't know, whatever kind of new kind of technology or weaponry they have. They want to get suited, they want to get going. And a lot of them have been injected with certain, like super soldier type situations where they've got that kind of extra energy and power. They can leap over walls and shit, and they can heal quickly. So they've got their spiritual power on the left hand side as well. And a lot of the men, are powered by, and they've been told that if they find money, jewelry, or whatever, they can take it. Women they can take. And there'll be a lot of graping going on, man. As foul as it is, I'm just being real, all right? Okay, because when you see ancient world movies, what happens, man? When they see things, when they delete everyone, and what's left over is riches and women. And what do you think men are gonna do? They're gonna take it, all right? They're gonna take it, all right? But a lot of these men are mainly gonna be going for, because they also know the fact that money ain't gonna be worth nothing. So what the hell are they gonna do with the paper? So they will just take probably the gold and diamonds or silver or whatever, if they do find it. But for the most part, but you women are gonna be taken, man. All right. And some of these soldiers are fags as well, So a lot of you fruitcakes out there, they're gonna come for you, and it's come for the regular men too. I know it's foul. I know, I had to say it because it's just foul. That's what the kind of time we're coming into, So they got, many ways of people that don't want to bow down to the beast or take the charagma, the CHIP, or be part of the New World Order or on the left-hand side, right? They're going to have many ways to delete you, scare you, right? They could say that if you don't take it, they could gang rape your daughter who's probably like 14. I know that's foul, but but they might do that. They'll do it by any means, man. They might have like a plier, try and cut your toes off. They'll do that. This is the kind of time we're coming into. Your worst nightmare is coming to pass. That's why it's essential, right? Okay, those Israelites that have the name, that are sincerely watching, that pray to Yahweh Bahashem Yahshai and ask for the Lord Almighty's protection over you and your household, because we're coming into some serious times. All right, Revelation 13:16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. All right, if you go to the blue letter, right, the word for mark is charagma, which is an insertion or etching into the flesh. Okay, which I'm gonna show you right now. You saw that little weirdo sitting down. It's like going to the tattoo parlor. Those of you that had tattoos, when you were in the world, right? They, they'll clean it with alcohol. That part where you want to put, they're going to put the charagma, and they're going to inject that little technology, the rice grain, into your flesh. All right, they're going to penetrate your flesh. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, which basically means everyone. All right, people that are in prison, rich and poor people, they're all going to take it, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You might even have it in your foreheads, and a lot of people already have. Elon Musk has been doing that. A lot of what do you call the paraplegics? That's another enticement. Paraplegics, people that want to walk, that want to run, that want to jump, that want to maybe even have sexual relations if they have a significant other. Like you're a young man, you got hit by a car, or whatever, and you've got a beautiful wife, and and you haven't dealt with her for like 2 years or whatever, and the enticement could be like, oh yeah, you know what, if you take this CHIP in your head or whatever, your spine will be working, your vital organs will be working, and obviously he's going to ask her, he goes, well, everything will be working? He goes, will my manhood work? And obviously what they're going to say, yes. And if you're a young man and you're not in the truth, especially if you're a heathen or Edomite, they say, yeah, I'll take it. And that's another enticement for people that want to be so-called normal again, to take the charagma, Verse 17. Okay, yeah, I mentioned there, receive a mark in their right hand. Right hand is a dominant hand, hence the reason why that's mentioned. All right, it would have been unusual if he said receive a mark in their left hand, because the left hand is not dominant. It's always the right hand for most people. All right. And that no man might, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right. So if you want to purchase something, how are you going to purchase? All right. Like these bug outs, some of these other camps might say, oh, the mark of the beast is basically you marrying white women or having sex with white women. Listen, man, you can have sex with an Israelite man, can have sex with many Edomite women if he wants to, or white women or heathen women. It don't matter. As long as those women are single, you can deal with them. All right. The only thing is you don't follow their doctrine. If they're Buddhists or they go to the Christian church, if they celebrate Christmas, you don't do none of that bullshit. You just deal with them for what? Bedroom activity and maybe a little bit of downtime or whatever. So you can, listen, a little bit of downtime or whatever. Okay? It's got nothing to do with that. How the hell are you going to buy or sell by dealing with a white woman? Oh yeah, you walk into the store. Yeah, I deal with Edomite. I'm an Israelite. I deal with Edomite woman. So can I have 2 loaves of bread and 2 cans of baked beans, and a bottle of bourbon, and a case of beer, and 10 liters of water? Is that what you're going to say? People are stupid, man. All right. Even the so-called white man, the regular wacky-tacky Christians know that the mark of the beast is the rice grain that goes in the hand. But some of you Israelite camps, man, all right, IUIC, for example, maybe they're sort of retracting from their previous statements made many years ago or whatever, and some other camps as well. And I think Sons of Thunder say the same thing as well. That it's spiritual, it's not physical. Which anyway, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right? Let's go to Revelation 13:18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600 threescore and six. Okay, which is 666. And I've been noticing, like, if you look at the scripture numbers as well, sometimes they sort of like correlate spiritually. They have spiritual numbers, sometimes meaning positive things. If it's a positive scripture, sometimes meaning negative things. If it's like sort of like, a negative situation, like when if it's like um, World War Three or World War One or World War Two. Now here, this is verse 18, and it's referring to 603 score six. What's 6 times 3? 18. See that? 666 there in 80, because it takes 3 sixes to become 18, right? 603 score and 6, you know. But anyway, where's that video gone? Oh, here we go. It's lucky if I waffled on a bit, Just gonna play it now.
Gave you the idea that you wanted to really be a walking computer?
So I've always been a tech enthusiast, and I always try to be on the cutting edge of technology.
So that drove Brandon Delali to do what some might believe only takes place in a science fiction movie.
It gets inserted into your skin.
A chip, and not the type you eat, but a microchip, has been implanted in Brandon's left hand.
This one is just a little guy right there.
Yeah, I see that right there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So after that was inserted and the swelling went down, I'm able to open up the front and back door to my house. I can walk up to people and have them tap their phone to my hand and instantly transfer my contact information, my portfolio, my COVID vax card.
But Brandon got to thinking, why stop there? He's got 2 hands, right? And plenty of room for more chips.
So I thought, how cool would it be if I could leave my house, no car key, no house key.
So 2 weeks ago, right here in Michigan, Brandon got another chip implanted, this one in his right hand, to unlock and start his Tesla.
It's a perfect backup, something you can never forget, something that doesn't break, something that won't fail you.
And if you think having chips implanted in your body requires a doctor or is costly, well, think again.
The chips themselves are anywhere from between $200 and $300, and the install only ran me about $100 because you can go to a local piercing shop who will obviously agree to do the installation. All the programming and coding of putting the apps on the chip, that's all done by me.
Moving forward, Brandon is thinking about having other chips implanted in his body.
So it'll be inserted right under or right over your breast, and then you can tap your phone to your chest and instantly get temperature readings.
And with all this talk about chips, Brandon hopes the chip for the Tesla gets the attention of you-know-who.
It would make all this worth it if maybe just like a thumbs up from Elon or something, or a simple emoji.
Man, they think Elon is God to them. All right. So by taking all these chips, you're gonna get, because the body's not designed, it's ultimately flesh and blood, right? All right, and life is in the blood, as the scriptures say, right? And you're not supposed to have foreign objects within the body like that. And with that, with a lot of people that are going to take it, because like I said, they're packaging it up in a present, with a nice, pretty bow. But when you open that present up, and inside is going to be a lump of shit. Because what it is, you're going to get grievous sores. You're going to bug out. All right, they're going to control you completely. All right, you're going to have a voice in your head talking to you, and it's not going to be, it ain't going to be the Most High. It's going to be AI technology. And if you're a heathen, it ain't going to be the Most High anyway. It can be Satan via the heathen, via AI technology, right? And then, you're just not going to be yourself, And then afterwards, you're going to realize when it's too late that, yeah, this is just, it wasn't for me. It's like people that buy Teslas. They all, they think that, yeah, I've got a Tesla, I've got all this technology, yeah. They're flossing in front of their friends or whatever. And what happens? Spontaneous combustion. Is that what they call it? Where it just explodes because all the kinks haven't been taken out of it, or the Lord just made it happen. All right. So it's gonna be, they're all trying to package it, trying to make everything seamless. Or you don't have to carry no phone. He's got a phone at the moment, but they're gonna have it where the phone's gonna be inside the tech. Right. So you don't have to carry a wallet or keys or whatever. Everything's seamless. Nobody can break into your property, right? Nobody can you know, cut a key, copy a key or whatever. Nobody can use a credit card to slide into, how they show in movies where they use a card to sort of like open a lock of a door, whatever. Nobody can do that. It's all, it's all got to be you, because all the keys are within your flesh. So they're trying to make everything seamless, more smoother. You don't have to carry so much crap in your pockets. So they're trying to package it up in a pretty bow, a pretty sort of gift. But really, that gift is like a booby trap. You open that bow, and what happens? An explosion right in your face. Revelation 16:2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. And that's a grievous sore. It could be pussy, it could be like the CHIP moving around your flesh, inside your flesh, causing sores internally, complications internally. And so you're going to die a slow and horrible death. The Lord could keep you alive, where you can't even move, right? But the tech is still inside you. And foxes and hounds and stuff are coming to just munch on your flesh, and you're still alive. There's going to be some real harsh things that are going to be happening on this planet Earth, man. All right. So those of you that are in the know, don't take the CHIP. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Rakak Kodash. Shalom.